Commissioner Jen Lloyd. Jen, your first year as commissioner in this league. Fun year, but challenges at the same time.
Yeah, so lucky to have great people associated with all of the franchises and great leaders like yourself and Brad to help out. It's been an amazing season. So happy to be a part of it. I mean, you guys asked me to be involved right from year one from the officiating side, and to now step into this role, it's been an amazing year, so thank you.
Here at the Dalplex for the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. We're just ahead of the third place game. A couple games yesterday, one not so close, another one couldn't ask for a closer game than that.
Oh my gosh, the crowd here yesterday, even in the first game, was just electric. Everybody was having fun, you know, it was hot as anything, but everybody, all the fans came out, and two amazing games, and the last one, that end of the buzzer shot by Courtney, like, you couldn't ask for a better ending. So looking forward to great games today.
Yeah, and two good games today. Freeze and Fog, the New Brunswick matchup for third place, and the 56ers and the Thunder putting the unbeaten streak on the line.
Yeah.
That's something as a league, you look at that and you think Thunder have lost once in 3 years coming into the final. Impressive streak by them, of course.
Definitely. I mean, they're a group of, they've had a core group that have been together since year one, so they know each other, and they know where each other's strengths are, and they play to them perfectly.
Looking ahead sort of past this final as the year wraps up, what is it you think about in terms of wrapping up the league year and then projecting forward to next year? More growth, more changes?
I mean, yes. I mean, we always want to have, more teams. I mean, if you want to put in a franchise, we're ready for you. We're ready for you, Atlantic Canada. Just from a business standpoint, I'm learning just how important relationships are with sponsors and partnerships. So we'll be revisiting those and sitting down with our partners, MWBA, Royale, Cushman Wakefield, Proline, just seeing, if they were satisfied with what we put on the court, and hopefully rebuilding those deals for another 3 years.
Yeah, there's some pretty key deals there
Yeah.
coming up due that will be great to get realized. And then what's in the off season for you? A little golf maybe coming up?
A little bit of golf, yeah. I got a week of school left, so probably a few, I'm guessing when I get home, a few report card revisions to, I don't think I've ever had a set of report cards that have not had a spelling error or spacing or something, so fixing up those, and then heading to Newfoundland in August to do my first assignment as a national referee coach. So I'm going to the U15 girls in St. John's. Yeah, so my first time doing that. I'm really looking forward to learning from the referee coaches and sitting and watching, the best 15-year-olds play basketball, and some of our next up-and-coming referees from all across Canada. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, so definitely all about the future of the game for you this summer.
Absolutely, yeah. And then just, like I said, sitting down with, our executive, you, Brad, Jeff, and all the others, and just talking about what went well, what we need to tweak, what we need to add in, so just to make this league continue to grow and be a place where people know that it's going to be a great place to play.
Excellent. Thanks for joining me, Jen, and we'll be right back with some great basketball action here from the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup.
Welcome back to live coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association 2024 Legacy Cup on Maritime Athletic Profiles. One of the great things about this Legacy Cup is everybody who played a part in making this league so great this year is here under one roof, and I'm joined now by Terry Croll, TC Sports Media on social media, one of the best sports photographers in Atlantic Canada. And I mean, you've been very involved with the MWBA. I know you're the official photographer of the Halifax Thunder, but you've shot a lot more games than that this year.
Yeah.
What do you love about shooting this league?
Well, I follow university basketball, and I know a lot of the female, like the young athletes that play in that league. Transferring to here and photographing this, it's so exciting to see players who don't get to play with each other on the same team, joining each other on the same team, and then seeing those players that are on the same team compete against each other. It's a unique dynamic. And then when you throw in people like Justine or Sarah and players like that, the generational differences, it just makes it exciting basketball to see. And what more can you ask for than last night's finish, like with Courtney drop a buzzer beater to win the game? Like, it's just amazing.
Yeah, really memorable, great action. I want to ask you a little bit about your journey in sports photography. I know it's been kind of a a more recent hobby later in your life. Tell me a little bit about how you got started, and you know, are you surprised on how much traction you've caught in the local sports community, especially in basketball?
So I started out in the unique position. I had a friend who was photographing the Halifax Hurricanes when we had the professional team here, and she got me in to shoot some games, and I shot there for 2 years, which transferred into when we lost that team. Ming asked me if I would come shoot St. Mary's a bit, and I've been at St. Mary's like last year. I think I shot 31 university basketball games, right? And it's a lot of fun to be on the court. I'm an old guy. Being around this court keeps you young. And honestly, the St. Mary's teams, they feel like my grandkids, right? It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome, and you're a familiar, friendly face that all these athletes have gotten to know. I want to ask a little bit about your perspective behind the camera. You know, what kind of things are you looking for during the game, and what makes a great basketball photo, or even a player that, you know, you really love to capture moments of?
I keep an eye on people like Alina. Sometimes after she makes a three, she'll be putting up the three symbol. Or you look at the bench. A lot of people don't look at the bench, but when the great shots are made, look at the bench. There's great stuff happening there. Or, yeah, and like always Courtney, after like she's coming at you, if you knock her down, she's getting up stronger than ever, right?
I mean, you know, as someone, I know you used to play a little bit of basketball yourself.
Yeah.
What do you think about this league and what it offers for women and the growth of the girls' game in this region?
Well, I've often mentioned basketball just in general here in Metro is so much different. I grew up, there was only 2 basketball camps to go to. There was the one at St. Mary's. At that time it was called Camp of Champions because it was when Brian Heaney was running it. I'll tell you how old I am. Mickey Fox and Ross Quackenbush were still players, right? And Ross was my coach at basketball camp. Well, then there was one in Acadia. So you had 2 that you could go to as a high school player. And the amazing amount of training that's available all throughout this city, the leagues that's available throughout this city, I think a lot of this has happened because of the Raptors winning the championship. Yep. I really love that Toronto's getting the WNBA team because that's going to make it even more popular for the women. It's just great to see all these young athletes out here, and it makes a change in society just when we get people on the court instead of on the street.
Amazing. Anything else you want to add there? I think that was a great answer.
I just think everybody should be here to see this. Yeah. Like, if you're not attending these games, you're missing out. Like, I said this back when I was photographing the Hurricanes. Yeah. Like, what disappointed me is the last season that we had playoffs, because the second year got cut off because of COVID. We had 2 teams from Moncton and Halifax. They're in the semifinals that went to a 7-game series, and the best you could draw at the Scotiabank Center was 2,500 people. We photographed just people outdoors watching television for the Raptors, and we had more than that at Rogers Square. Like, it's disappointing to see that we don't get the turnout. This is amazing basketball. These athletes are fantastic. It's great to see people like Alina and stuff move on to be able to play in Europe and other places, getting these professional contracts. I'm hoping that some of these girls actually make the WNBA.
Absolutely, that's the goal, and you know, it's all about love of the game, and everybody can tell Terry Croll's got a lot of love for this game of basketball.
Yeah, like I say, I played in high school. There's very few pictures. My reason for being out here is I get to capture these moments and share them with these young athletes. They got these lifetime memories, right? They have such advantages now we didn't have when I grew up. They need to take advantage of it. I've got some grandkids that play, and I've been trying to get them out to more training and stuff, right? It's just like they need to get out to this stuff.
All right, well, you've seen his photos. Now you've seen the man behind the camera. Follow him on Instagram, social media at TC Sports Media, or come up and say hi to him at any gym around the Maritimes. Terry Croll, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
Thank you. We'll be right back with more coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. You can look at the camera, or me. Welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA Legacy Cup on Maritime Athletic Profiles, moments away from the championship game, which will feature the Halifax Thunder and Lake City 56ers. And speaking of the 56ers, I'm joined now by Myra Beals, who is the mother of one of the star players of this league, Lizzie Ashiemi Beals of the 56ers. Myra, thank you for joining me. I want to ask you a little bit about this league and the opportunity to watch Lizzie play in her hometown of Dartmouth?
It's been phenomenal, and I enjoy watching her play. It's been different watching her on the TV, like when she played in Boston. I never got to go to any of her games, but when she played at Acadia, I never missed a game.
I mean, what can you say about her commitment to the game of basketball over the last few years and everything she's put into it, and then the last few years, everything you've seen her get out of the sport?
She's committed, no matter whatever team she plays on. Like, she's very committed and she wants to give it her all. And I see lots of growth in her, and you know, she's matured in handling the ball.
And how do you think a league like this that allows her to, after her season at Acadia, continue playing at a high level against great competition, how do you think that helps prepare her for whatever comes next?
It helps her because it helps her to get to the next level, and I know that she's looking forward to going to play overseas, and it would help her a lot.
Fantastic, and we were just talking, you told me you used to play yourself, you're on the A team at Cole Harbour High. How has the sport of women's and girls basketball grown, in your opinion, since you were a player?
Well, when I was a player, it's more faster. Back then, it was like a slow pace, and now it's like Division A is like Division A. It's not Division B or, you know, lower. It's more faster.
So you have any predictions for today's game?
Well, I hope they bring home that Stanley Cup. I hope they bring home that cup. It would mean a lot to Lizzie ending her career here in Nova Scotia and going on to Germany. It would mean a lot to her.
Amazing. Well, you can see Myra, she's cheering. We saw you after Courtney hit the buzzer beater going crazy yesterday.
Yes, I was on the floor. I could have came on the floor and just hugged all of them because it was an amazing win.
Amazing. Well, that's what this league's all about, and giving mothers an opportunity to continue to allow their daughters to play at a high level. Thank you for joining me, Myra.
You're welcome.
All right. We'll be right back with the tip-off of the 2024 Atlantic Proline Stadium Legacy Cup on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Good afternoon and welcome to Maritime Athletic Profiles on YouTube for today's coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association 2024 Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. The championship final coming up momentarily features the two top teams in the conference all season. Nova Scotia's own Halifax Thunder coming off an undefeated regular season, taking on the Lake City 56ers, who came in as the number 2 seed with a 6-4 regular season record and defeated the Halifax Hornets and Fredericton Freeze in a pair of thrillers to punch their ticket to the MWBA championship, which will be decided here today at the Dalplex in Halifax, Nova Scotia. How you doing, folks? My name's Alan April. Pleased to be joined by the team here at Maritime Athletic Profiles to bring you the final action of the 2024 MWBA season, and what a season it's been. It all started back in April with these teams getting together for a very short training camp, and here we are 2 months later, ready to settle it. One team will walk away Legacy Cup champions. It will all be decided momentarily here from the Dalplex. We're going to send it over here to PA announcer Russell McKenzie to introduce the starting lineups and player introductions. But as always, I want to remind you we're live and interactive here on Maritime Athletic Profiles, so reach out, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, Maritime Athletic Profiles, or leave a comment in the YouTube live chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and how you feel about the MWBA, this tremendous season coming to a close. But now we're going to pass it over to Russell McKenzie for the player introductions.
Featuring the Halifax Thunder and the Lake City 56ers. Ahead of this game, the MWBA would like to acknowledge that we are in Mi'kmaq, the traditional territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We also acknowledge that people of African descent have been in Nova Scotia for over 400 years, and we honor and offer gratitude to those ancestors of African descent who came before us to this land. Today, this land is still home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to share our love and passion for the sport on this land. We now ask you to please rise if you are able and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by April Haley. The lineups, first the starting lineup for the 56ers. At guard, number 0, Courtney Donaldson. At guard, number 3, Lillian Fuller. At forward, number 5, Andrea Wright. At forward, number 15, Leah Martin. And at guard forward, number 22, Liz Sistiemi. 56ers head coach is Matt Hall. The assistant coaches are Lonnie States, Sarah Myra, Chelsea Slaughter Wright, and Kate Parker. 56ers will be the away team on the scoreboard. Justine Colley this year. At guard, number 7, McMillan. At forward, number 11, Carla YZ. And at guard, number 13, Katie Upper. Other head coaches, Parker Regan, associate coaches,
All right, there you have it, the starting lineups for these two teams, and it all comes down to this. The 2024 Proline Stadium Legacy Cup champion will be decided right here. Will it be a repeat for the Halifax Thunder, or will the Lake City 56ers come away with glory in their first season since relocating from Windsor, where they were previously the Edge franchise? Looks like we're going to have a ceremonial tip here prior to the start of this one. Justine Colley and Leah Martin, two veterans of the local basketball scene, for the tip-off. The Thunder in their patented North Carolina baby blue will be shooting on the basket to your right. The Lake City 56ers in black and gold. And the 56ers win the tip. Donaldson to Ishiemi. And Carla YZ did well to contest that from behind. Comes away with the rebound and dishes for Katie Upham. So in the early moments, 2 layup attempts and 2 misses. As maybe these players getting a little bit of nerves out of their system. There's a big crowd here today at the Dalplex. Awesome to see as this Maritime Women's Basketball Association continues to grow each and every year. Biggest season yet with 7 teams. The expansion Miramichi Hurricanes, the relocation of the Windsor Edge to Lake City where they've had so much success. Now Fuller. Shot clock is down to 8. Courtney Donaldson, the lead scorer. And there it is, Courtney Donaldson. A little through the legs, pulled back 3 to get the party started. Donaldson had a tremendous season and a tremendous game yesterday with the buzzer-beating layup to beat the Fredericton Freeze 78-77 and punch this ticket to the final. But Carla Yepes, all the way from Ecuador, answers on the other end. Yepes does a little bit of everything, not always a three-point shooter, but shot that one with confidence. Now Carla YZ jumps the passing lane and goes in uncontested for the easy 2. Carla YZ, the all-time leading scorer in Canadian University women's basketball history, but so much more than a scorer. Her defense has really set her apart this season in the MWBA. Was named a second-team All-Star this past week. Leah Martin puts up the 18-footer, and now everything dropping. 5-5 score in the early going as Martin hits the long 2. Martin, the former Dalhousie Tiger, playing here on her former home court where she had a lot of success over 5 seasons with the Tigers. Carla YZ, tough take. No good, but there's Alina McMillan crashing the offensive glass to secure the second chance. McMillan able to win it away. Carla YZ floats it up, no. And Lizzie Ishiemi with the rebound. Outlets for Donaldson. Now Donaldson settles into the baseline jumper, no. But an offensive rebound from Andrea Wright. Or Ishiemi on the drive and able to get all the way to the cup for 2. Lizzie Ishiemi was a first-team All-Star this season in the MWBA. Averaging over 19 points and 9 rebounds per game. We get a tie up there as Lillian Fuller denies the drive of McMillan. It will remain Thunderball with 14 on the shot clock. McMillan gets it in for Carla YZ, curling, and that's going to be a touch foul on Wright. As we have a pair of number 5s matched up against each other. Personal first team foul against the 56ers. Katie Upham, former St. FX woman, kicks for Alina McMillan. Yepes already hit 1 3. She'll try another and gets it to go. Carla Yepes, sharp shooter to start this one, knocking down a pair of triples, and the score is 8-7 in the early going. Ishiemi looking to answer, can't get the floater to drop, but is fouled and takes a hard hit on that foul from Yepes. Ishiemi slow to get up here. And she's up, she's okay, but as we take another look here, here's Ishiemi on the drive, and yeah, Yepes just went for the box out. Nothing malicious there, but you can see she even held on to her shoulder and back. I think Ishiemi's mouth to chin area collided with the shoulder of Yepes, and that hurts. And Ishiemi misses the first. The 6-foot wing out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Had a standout career with the Acadia Axewomen. Was named a U Sports second-team All-Canadian this past season. Was second in the country in scoring at over 22 points per game. Ishiemi misses both, but an offensive rebound by Leah Martin gives the 56ers another chance. Donaldson probing baseline to the reverse, no. Katie Upham able to come away with the rebound, and here come the Thunder in transition. Yepes working on right. Yepes gets by, flips it up, doesn't get the roll, but it's going to be a foul against the 56ers on the rebound. Great hustle there by Carla Yepes, as you can see.
attacking the rim. She loves that little jab cross. Gets to the right hand, just rims out, but there, yeah, a little contact from behind by Wright. Second team foul of the 56ers. On that inbound, Upham throws up a wild one. Ishiemi in transition, shedding defenders and getting all the way to the rim for the fast break bucket. Lizzie Ishiemi, one of the best athletes in this league, one of the best athletes in all of U Sports. Great pass there from Yepes, finding Colley Legier in the dunker spot. And Alina McMillan nearly comes away with the steal on the other end. But it will remain 56ers ball. As you can see, this game is going to be played at a high level, high pace, high intensity. So much star power between these two teams. Donaldson flips it to Lauren Armstrong, who just checked in off the 56ers bench. Armstrong, the Australian, plays at Holland College in Prince Edward Island. Fuller misses the jumper. Now McMillan on the run out. Will bring it back out. Yepes kicks for McMillan. Now Yepes working on the block and is fouled by Fuller. And she'll head to the line to shoot two. Thunder are going to bring in some subs. Kira and Katie always subbing in together, eh? Yeah, Kira loves it, as well as Grace Lancaster. As we always talk about the depth of this Thunder team, here's a look at Yepes. Yeah, you can see Fuller going for the ball there. And Yepes earns her way to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Carla Yepes off to a hot start here. 6 foot. I won't even give her a position. She plays everywhere from Quito, Ecuador. Played her university basketball at UPEI, where she won a bronze medal in 2020, U Sports bronze, and was named to the 2017 AUS All-Rookie team. On the season, Yepes was second in the MWBA in blocks at 1.3 blocks per game. And she'll check out now as her former UPEI Panthers teammate, Kira Duffy, will check back in with the Thunder up 11-9. Armstrong on the right wing. Ishiemi brings the ball screen. Lancaster switches. And Ross blew up that pass attempt. It will remain 56ers ball with 14 on the shot clock. Ishiemi to trigger the sideline inbound. Looking for Donaldson. That pass sails over her, and it's going to be a turnover as the Thunder will take over possession here. McMillan and Upham remain as starters with Duffy, Ross, and Grace Lancaster. McMillan puts up a three and knocks it down. Alina McMillan, the 4-time AUS All-Star, who just this week announced she will be continuing her basketball career in France this upcoming fall. Armstrong on the drive, too strong, bats the rebound out into the hands of Ishiemi. She'll kick for Donaldson. Three ball no good. Katie Ross with the rebound, and she'll push. Thunder have numbers. Ross, left-handed lay-in is no good. Sam Martin with the rebound. Donaldson, long pass for Ishiemi, and that one sails over her head. Thunder going to bring in Sophie Atkinson now off the bench. Atkinson, 5'9" guard from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, led the MWBA in three-point percentage this year at 56% from beyond the arc. Also, Emma Cameron checks in for her first action of the day for the Lake City 56ers. McMillan dancing, puts up the three. No good, but there's Atkinson on the offensive glass, kicks to Lancaster for three. Another long rebound by Atkinson. Unbelievable. Sophie Atkinson crashing the offensive glass, and if at first you don't succeed, try again. The third attempt from beyond the arc is good for the Thunder's Katie Ross, and they lead 17-9. Thunder on a nice little run here. Ishiemi, the athletic, acrobatic take, finishes around the defender for two. Now Ross feeds Duffy on the block. Duffy up with the left hand, no good. Good post positioning there by Martin. On the block, now Cameron. Looks off the screen, puts up a three, short, and another rebound for Atkinson. Sophie Atkinson doing a great job on the glass. McMillan on the drive, and she will be fouled, and we'll head to the line to shoot a pair. So take another look here on the run out. McMillan just using that change of pace to get to the left hand, and fouled by Martin. Line to McMillan, 5'6" guard out of Brantford, Ontario. Played 5 seasons with the St. Mary's Huskies and will go down as one of the greats of program history. 4-time AUS All-Star, 2-time champion, and 2-time championship most valuable player. One of the most successful careers of any Husky player in recent memory. Now Martin. The 56ers actually led 9-8 in the early going. So since then, it's been a 10-2 run for the 56ers, and another turnover forced by the stifling defense of the Thunder. Right now, we're going to show you how the 56ers punched their ticket to this championship final in last night's semifinal win over the Fredericton Freeze. So here it is. After the Freeze's Bailey Russell hit a 3 to put them up, 7 seconds remaining, and Courtney Donaldson gets all the way to the cup and hits the buzzer-beating lay-in. And you can see there the intensity and the celebration as the 56ers realized they had just won the game and advanced the championship. You see the clock there, and Donaldson got that off with less than 0.5 seconds remaining, but it was good. And Courtney Donaldson with a tremendous take to punch the ticket to the final. Let's do MWBA Royale here.
We have a winner.
As always, the Maritime Women's Basketball Association would like to thank founding partner Royale. Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. And as a National Health Solutions partner, Medivy is proud to help MWBA athletes achieve their hoop dreams. Best wishes for a successful season on and off the court. Taking a look here at the YouTube stream, we heard from Frost Daddy, who said, "Let's go Lake City." Again, we're live and interactive. Reach out, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Find us at Maritime Athletic Profiles and let us know who you're cheering for and where you're watching from. Thunder up 18-11 on a 10-2 run, but Lizzie Ishiemi able to come away with a steal. Now finds an open Emma Cameron. She'll put up the 3, too strong. Good box out again by Atkinson, doing great work on the glass on both ends. McMillan, defended by Abby Cameron. Lancaster catches on the right wing. Crossover, now kicks for Atkinson. Her 3 is blocked, but another offensive rebound, this time by Lancaster, and it's saved by McMillan. Shot clock down to 5. Atkinson drive and dish. Lancaster halfway down, rims out. Another offensive rebound by Katie Ross, but unable to capitalize. And the 56ers come away with it. Cameron, open 3, no good. Duffy with the rebound. The fast pace to this one continues. Lancaster on the run out, up and in with the left hand. And the Thunder run continues. They've outscored the 56ers 12-2 over the last 4 minutes. Swing to the wing for Cameron. This time she doesn't shoot. Now Abby Cameron catches on the block. Back out for Emma Cameron. No relation, although Emma Cameron's twin sister Maya is also on the team, and Cameron hits that deep triple to stop the scoring run. McMillan on the blow-by, up and in with the right hand. Tough take there by Alina McMillan. And the lead is back up to 8. Under 2 minutes remaining. Armstrong crosses over around the Martin screen. Samantha Martin. They're looking to get it back to Ishiemi, but Katie Ross doing a great job denying her the ball. Cameron up with the left hand, no good. Another rebound for Atkinson. Now Duffy in transition is fouled and will head to the line to shoot a pair. You see the Thunder Lots of pressure on defense, lots of pace on offense, and they can do that because their team truly does go 13 deep. As Kira Duffy on the free throw line. Duffy, 5'10" forward out of Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Played 5 seasons with the UPI Panthers. In 2018 was an AUS first team All-Star and won the Sylvia Sweeney Award for U Sports Student Athlete Community Service. Duffy goes 1 of 2 from the line, but Carla YZ flying in from the weak side for the offensive rebound. And she's fouled on the perimeter. And the 56ers are in the penalty. That'll put Carla YZ on the line to shoot 2. And the offensive rebounding of the Thunder is really causing a lot of problems here for Lake City. So we have Carla YZ on the free throw line. The 5'7" guard out of East Preston, Nova Scotia. Now the athletic director at her alma mater, Halifax Grammar School. Carla YZ was a second-team MWBA All-Star this past season, averaging 14 points, 6 rebounds, and nearly 3 steals per game in just 17 minutes of court time per game. Another offensive rebound off a missed free throw, this time by Upham. Count it, and 1. It's Carla Yepez's world, and we're all just living in it. Yepez on fire to start this one. Take another look here. Another offensive rebound by Katie Upham off the free throw. Yepez attacks, cuffs it like a running back, and puts it high off glass. Hooping the harm here. And she completes the three-point play to push the lead to 26-14. Thunder, that diamond pressure. Now Maya Cameron into the game off the 56ers bench. Great pass by Donaldson, and Abby Mercer lays it up and in for 2. Mercer, one of a pair of Abbies from St. FX who just finished their first season of eligibility. Carla YZ working underneath. Lots of contact, no whistle. And one and done that time as Leah Martin secures the defensive rebound. Now Cameron, back for Cameron, and fouled. So Abby Cameron will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So we take another look here. Cameron, well done to cut there, and you can see Carla YZ on the reach as Abby Cameron makes the first free throw. 5'8" guard out of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia. As mentioned, played this past season with the St. FX X-Women, where she didn't play a whole lot of minutes, but you can expect more, as this has been an invaluable experience for both Abby Cameron and Abby Mercer, playing at a very high level and getting some important minutes in the MWBA with the 56ers. Little run here by the 56ers to close the quarter has them down 8. As Carla YZ on the drive and is fouled. And you can see Justine is fired up. Just such a high motor, and you can look here. Really shifty, but also just relentless attacking the rim. Takes one bump, takes another. Even after the foul was called, she wasn't satisfied. Went up and got her own rebound. Carla YZ was named a U Sports Top 100 player of all time, and she's not number 100 on that list. Inducted into the Nova Scotia Sports Hall of Fame a couple years ago. And she makes both free throws to push the lead back up to 10. 17 seconds remaining. Courtney Donaldson and the 56ers are going to hold for the final shot. Martin setting the screen. Donaldson will use it. Snaking now, clock is down to 6. Donaldson rises up and hits. How many end of quarter or end of game buzzer beaters has Courtney Donaldson hit this season? It has been a lot. And that cuts it to a 28-20 Thunder lead after 10 minutes of play. Let's take a look at some replays here, and then we'll come back out with Atlantic Lottery Pro Line. So here's some of that first quarter action. Showed up Maritime Athletic Profiles and the team, bringing you all this great coverage. Great drive for the and one layup by Carla YZ. She's the lead scorer so far in this game. I believe she has 9 points. There, a nice dish, drawing the defenders. Donaldson and dropping it off to Abby Mercer for 2. Here's Abby Cameron working her way to the free throw line where she knocked down a pair. And again, the relentless attacking of Justine Colley getting to the paint where she knocked down 2 free throws. And finally, Courtney Donaldson ends the quarter, as she has so many times this year, with a jumper in the dying seconds to beat the buzzer. Once again, Atlantic Lottery Proline is thrilled to partner with the Maritime Women's Basketball Association for what has been an incredible season. Atlantic Lottery's Proline Stadium is the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada, and they are very proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home in Atlantic Canada. Take a great shot there at the Thunder coming back on the court. 4/5 of their starting lineup with Grace Lancaster in for Justine Colley. Get a sideline inbound here from the 56ers to start off the quarter, trailing by 8. Abby Mercer out of the horn set, finds Martin at the top of the key. Looking for a cutting Cameron, that pass too low. And a pass too low on the other end as Upham looking to thread the needle to Lancaster on the run out. Turns it over. Donaldson out there with Abby Cameron, Emma Cameron, Abby Mercer, and Leah Martin. Donaldson, lots of contact on that drive. Late call, but a call nonetheless against the line of McMillan. As Donaldson and McMillan, a pair of Huskies former teammates going up against each other. Fun matchup. Take another look here, Donaldson. And yeah, McMillan leaned into it a bit with the chest. Donaldson hits the first free throw. Was a first team MWBA All-Star, second in the league in scoring at 19.5 points per game. Also led her team in minutes, points, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, assists. And Grace Lancaster scores on the run out. This Thunder team, you blink and you might miss it. Attack in transition consistently. Cameron on the kick out. Martin puts up a jumper, rims out. Lancaster on the run out. Saunders now. Yepes. Upham swings to McMillan. McMillan kicks it out for Yepes. 3 ball by Saunders, too strong. But McMillan able to walk the tightrope to secure the second chance. Yepes attacks the closeout, takes a bump, throws up a circus shot, but they're going to call the foul on the floor against Leah Martin. That is Martin's first as Ishiemi checks back in for the 56ers. Not sure why that wasn't shooting. Saunders blocked from behind by Cameron. It will remain Thunder ball with 11 on the shot clock as Courtney Kane Norden will check in for her first action of the day for Lake City. Kane Norden, a former St. Mary's Husky and Holland College Hurricane. Yepes now. Kane Norden bodying her up. Yepes fouled. Carla Yepes very aggressive offensively, looking for her own shot here. Take a look here. See Kane Norden with some physical defense, and Yepes not phased. Gets a step by her and knocks down the first of 2 from the line. Carla Yepes averaged 7.2 points per game this season for the Thunder, but she's well over that here. She's got to have 13 or 14 points. And we still have 8:37 remaining in the first half. Thunder lead up to 10, 32-22. Abby Mercer Brings it up across half. Now Ishiemi. Kane Norden finds Fuller. Cameron puts up a three, no good. Good box out by Yepes. And she'll push the pace. Yepes showing her versatility, doing a little bit of everything right now. Continuing to attack Kane Norden. And Lancaster the offensive rebound, and McMillan. Nothing but net for Alina on the corner triple. As the second chance points of the Thunder continues to be the story here. Cameron. Upham, all up in her grill. Cameron kicks it out for Ishiemi. Shot clock down to 6. Ishiemi, little in and out. Step back three, no good. Saunders secures the defensive rebound, and here come the Thunder again. McMillan leaves it for Yepes at the top of the key. She'll hand off for Upham. Now McMillan attacks middle, flips it up, no. Rebound into the hands of Yepes. Gets it right back, count it, and one. Carla Yepes, are you kidding me? She cannot be stopped right now. We'll take another look here, just doing great work on the offensive glass, and another and one opportunity for Carla Yepes. I'm going to take 1 second here. We'll come back to Cushman Wakefield. So I just took a quick look at the score sheet. Carla Yepes already with 14 points in the first half. A chance now to head to the free throw line. Thanks to a supporting partner, Cushman and Wakefield Atlantic, Atlantic Canada's leader in commercial real estate. But what a half by Carla Yepes. Mentioned she averages 7 points per game. She did have a 21-point game a couple weeks ago, I believe, against Moncton. But she's really been aggressive offensively in the last few games. And the Ecuadorian, who has made the East Coast her permanent home, working with Basketball Nova Scotia. She coaches, she refs, and obviously she continues playing. Yepes on the free throw line, looking to advance the lead to 16. 16-point lead for the Thunder. 15 first half points for Carla Yepes. An offensive explosion for the Ecuadorian. And now she'll sub out with Kira Duffy checking in, along with Samantha Russell. Fuller working on McMillan. Now Wright brings the screen and knocks down a little 8-footer. Andrea Wright doing all the little things for Lake City. Veteran of this league, having played last year with the Fredericton Freeze. Great one-handed rebound there from Wright. Originally from Columbia, South Carolina, now calls PG County, Maryland her home. Dishes for Ishiemi. She'll drive left, hard, surrounded by blue shirts. Ishiemi offensive rebound, and now kicks it out for Cameron. Thunder bench wanted a double dribble. Fuller, drop cross. Nothing happening on offense. Kane Norden puts up a three, no. And a good box out by Lancaster to secure the stop on the defensive end. Now Russell, attacking middle against her Acadia teammate, and Sammy Russell gets to the left hand for the scoop lay-in, and the Thunder lead is back up to 16 with just over 6 minutes remaining. Ishiemi looking to thread the needle for Kane Norden, and a foul will be called against the Thunder. Foul against Duffy, her first. Take a look here, Ishiemi running point, and yeah, Duffy was on the back of Kane Norden a little bit, going for that steal. Katie Ross checks in for the Thunder. Fuller, catch and shoot triple, no good. Another rebound by Sophie Atkinson, who is cleaning the glass on both ends. Russell leaves it for McMillan. A pass deflected into the hands of Atkinson. Now Russell. Nice little around the back dribble. Fuller, bit handsy. And Kiera Duffy able to finish down low. A height advantage there against Abby Cameron in the post. And the Thunder continue to play fantastic basketball on both ends. Fuller. McMillan fighting her way through those screens. Right now, finds Armstrong. Armstrong driving. Flipping it up, no. Duffy. Long outlet for McMillan. She catches up to it and finds Duffy for the lay-in. Beautiful basketball in transition by the Thunder, and their lead is up to 20. And we have an injured player down. I didn't see it. Andrea Wright is hurt under the 56ers basket. We're not going to show you what happened. I missed it myself, but appears to be a tough one, and hoping for the best here for Andrea Wright. Just a phenomenal player and person. Wright is standing and being helped off the court by her teammates. Is putting weight on her lower body, so looks like she's going to be okay. Just a bit of a scary fall there, but I don't think it was a injury, like an acute injury to any particular part, just kind of a hard crash. So you take a look here at some of the Thunder highlights. Back-to-back buckets for Kiera Duffy. Great find from McMillan in transition. And the lead is up to 20. Thunder have outscored the 56ers 16-4 in this quarter. Lake City had an early 9-8 lead. Since that time, it's been 36-15 in favor of the Thunder. Fuller dishes for Armstrong. Now Abby Cameron on the right wing. Turns it over, looking for the cross-court pass, stolen by Sammy Russell. Russell pushing. Takes a bump, no call. And the rebound into the hands of Ishiemi. 56ers have numbers. Ishiemi will keep it herself and is fouled. And will head to the line to shoot a pair. You can see the athleticism of Lizzie Ishiemi in the open court. Fast and physical and able to finish with either hand. Ishiemi, the 6-foot forward out of Dartmouth, was a 3-time AUS All-Star and a second-team All-Canadian this past season with the Acadia Axewomen. Was an MWBA first-team All-Star, averaging 19.3 points. That's good for third in the league. Was fourth in the league with over 9 rebounds and fifth in the league with over 2 steals per game. Ross puts up the long 2, no, but nearly another offensive rebound for Atkinson. 56ers come away with it after a collision. Fuller spinning, finds Sam Martin, no good. And the Thunder just don't stop coming in transition. It's Russell. Duffy will put up a 3 and knocks it down. Everything going the Thunder way right here. Thunder bench love that. Kiera hasn't shot a lot of threes this year, but that was a good one. And now Atkinson continues doing the dirty work, but it will be called a foul. Thunder will bring in Sydney Gukerwicki and Justine Colley back in, replacing Atkinson and Russell. Great look at their bench there. Stolen on the inbound by Upham, and she threads the needle for Duffy. Kiera Duffy and Carla YZ, former UPI Panthers teammates, both having huge first halves here. I know Yepes has 15. Duffy is definitely over 10 as well. And good defensive positioning there by Duffy. Forces a tough shot by Martin. Great catch by producer Dylan. Saving the laptop. Absolutely, that would have crashed our stream. You don't get a good replay angle of that? Your own replay. As Katie Upham out of the horn set. That pass deflected away by Emma Cameron. Gukerwicki now. Shot clock's down to 10. Gukerwicki lost the handle, but finds Colley Legier in the post. Working on Ishiemi. Lots of contact, no whistle. But Gukerwicki in for the tie-up, and it will be Thunder ball here. Another hustle play by the Thunder, earning them a second chance opportunity. Katie Ross, baseline inbound. Gets it in for Duffy at the top of the key, defended by Liam Martin. Duffy fouled on the left-handed drive and will head to the line to shoot 2 more. The first quarter was the Carla Yepes show. The second quarter has been the Kira Duffy show. A couple of former UPI Panthers just absolutely tearing it up here. It's fun to watch. As Duffy hits the first and hits the second. Lead is up to 25 with under 3 minutes remaining in the quarter. Great crowd on hand here at the Dowplex. Reminder, stick around at halftime. We'll have quite a few interviews, including the player of the game from each team, or the player of the half from each team. Fuller floats one up, no good. Duffy and Ross share a laugh as they both go for the rebound. Now Ross. Dribble handoff into Gukerwicki. Feeds Duffy. A rare miss for her today. Martin outlets for Armstrong, cut off by Ross, and Duffy called for the foul. Yepes showing us some soccer skill, as Yepes, Saunders, and McMillan will check back in for the Thunder. Thunder are in the penalties, so the 56ers will be shooting 2 free throws here and for the remainder of the half. It's Lauren Armstrong on the line. Hits the first. Armstrong, 5'9" guard out of Canberra, Australia, and the Holland College Hurricanes. Was a first-team ACAA All-Star this year with the Hurricanes. Stuffing the stat sheet to the tune of 13 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block per game. And Armstrong knocks down both to cut it to a 23-point Thunder lead. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. McMillan feeds Saunders. Now Yepes. Faking. Handing it off for Gukerwicki, and she lays it up and in. Great take there by Sydney Gukerwicki, contributing off the Thunder bench. Back up to a 25-point lead. Ishiemi will put up a 3, knocks it down. Big time shot there by a big time player, Lizzie Ishiemi, doing her best to keep the 56ers in this one. Saunders, little give and go with McMillan. Now kicks it out to Gukerwicki for 3, no good. Ishiemi with the rebound, and she'll call her own number and dribble it across half court. Colley Legier picks her up. Armstrong. Cross court for Cameron, she'll put up the 3, no. Rebounded by Colley Legier, and here come the Thunder. Colley Legier gets low, explodes, just doesn't get the roll. You can kind of tell when she's getting ready to attack offensively. She gets really low and ready to take off as Emma Cameron answers with a 3 on the other end. Lead is down to 19 now as the 56ers fighting their way back in the dying moments of this second quarter. Yepes out of the horn set. Now Colley Legier puts up a straightaway 3 and knocks it down. Everything going the Thunder way right now. The lead is back up to 22 here. So About a 8-second difference between the game and shot clock. Ishiemi attacking, no. Gets her own rebound, no. Gets her own rebound again, no again. Emma Cameron able to knock it out, but Fuller unable to save it. And the Thunder will have an opportunity for the last shot of the half with 15 seconds remaining on the clock. McMillan out there with Yepes, Gukerwicki, Colley Legier. McMillan all the way to the basket, kicks for Saunders in the opposite corner, 3 no, and that will do it for the first half. What a half it was for the Halifax Thunder, continuing to show their dominance of this league as they have all season, leading 56-34 after 20 minutes of play. Well, we're going to step aside here momentarily. We'll be back with some interviews. As yeah, we'll be back here momentarily. The Thunder lead the 56ers 56-34 at the half of the championship game of the 2024 MWBA Legacy Cup. We'll be right back on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. Welcome back to live coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association Legacy Cup Championship on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Pleased to be joined right now by one of our own pros here from Nova Scotia, Denisha Provo. Denisha, thanks so much for joining me. First and foremost, your thoughts on the first half and you know, everything that's going on here at the Dalplex this weekend.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Women's basketball is definitely growing, and I think Thunder, they have a great team. They pretty deep, but 56ers just They don't have Courtney. I think that's the key factor that they need, but it's a great crowd, and I'm just happy.
Now, I know a couple of years ago you were involved in this league as an assistant coach with the Halifax Hornets when you were rehabbing an injury. You continue to play professionally, but take me back to when you were a member of the Hornets in the original season of this league. What was it like, you know, being a part of this in the first season?
I think the first year was amazing. I was assistant coach, obviously, but Thunder was the team to beat, of course. But, you know, we got them back when it mattered, so it's always going to be a rivalry. But I think the first year was great. The audience, the people, the kids, the competition was just out of the world, I would say. And I think just building on that and everything, I think it'll be great in the next few years as well. So.
And in addition to being a Legacy Cup championship winning coach,
Yes.
you're also a tremendous player, had a really great NCAA career. And what year pro are you now?
I am in my 4th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you played this past year in both China and Australia. What was that experience like? And, you know, what's it like being a professional and playing all over the world?
Honestly, China was definitely my first culture shock. No one spoke English, so I did have a translator who's actually one of my good friends now. And China is just so different. No one speaks English, the coach, the referees, your teammates, so it was definitely a big culture shock. The food was so different, the time changed, it was just so many factors, but I think if I lived in China, I can literally live anywhere, and I'm so happy about that. But Australia, it's just like Canada.
Yeah.
It's like the people are so nice and so sweet, and it's a beautiful country. So.
Awesome. You know, there are some players who in this league who will be getting a pro career and former pros as well, but I know Alina's going to France, I think Lizzie's going to Germany, Courtney may be going somewhere. What advice would you give them or any young players looking to go professionally?
Honestly, like, just come ready to work. When you start getting paid for being a professional basketball player, it's so hard because every practice game matters. It's not like, you know, you have to come ready to perform, score, and you have to win. And you just have to grind it out no matter what it is. But I think if you just come ready, these are great players. They had great college careers. I'm super excited to watch them play. France is a great league. Germany is a great league. And I think I'm just super excited to see them play. So, yes.
Finally, you're home for the summer and you continue to give back to the sport here in Canada. Tell me a little bit about the Denisha Provo Canadian Basketball Academy.
I am so excited about it. It's been definitely something I always wanted to do, is just kind of to get our young girls, give them the opportunity and make connections from universities to prep schools to just finding that love for the game. I feel like with females it's so different, but I just feel like if they just continue to work hard and they have dreams, and I am someone that's kind of accomplished more than I ever thought I could, it's just like, who better else to start this academy and just give back as much as I can. So
that's what it's all about. Denisha Provo, a great role model in the local basketball community and continuing to do great work on and off the court. We wish you all the luck in your pro career in the future. With some players, you're watching live coverage of the 2024 Legacy Cup Championship on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA Legacy Cup Championship. I was going to interview Carla YZ of the Halifax Thunder, and Carla said, I want to interview, so I said, fine, you can interview Kiera Duffy. So Carla, you're up.
Thanks, Al.
Keep it PG, right?
We'll try, we always do.
We'll try.
Yeah, so Kiera, I would love to hear your thoughts on like the first half.
Oh, I think we played with energy. Like, we played with our same style that we normally do, and even the girls, like we all said in the locker room, like, this is probably some of the best offense and defense, and our defense turned into our offense, so it allowed us to get lots of stops, boards. Like, we've been playing our game, I feel. What do you think?
I think
you're the coach.
Retweet,
You're the coach.
Retweet to that, yeah. Come back. What do we need to do for the next 20 minutes to secure a win here?
We got to clean up on the boards for sure. Shemi's going after a lot of rebounds, so we got to keep it tight. We got to play 5 people all on the boards, team rebounding, clean it up so we can kind of start to push it and get our transition offense going. What do you think?
One last thing. I want you to, on behalf of both of us, give a shout out to our Panthers, all of our Panthers out there.
Oh my gosh, all the Panthers girls, we love you so much. We miss you guys. Got to tune in and miss you all. Like, we got to all connect and we got to get back at it. We
Panther
love the
reunion
Panthers.
2024.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, how about the new big coaching gig too? First head coach.
Yeah.
First head coach game today. So big congrats.
Yeah, that's right.
U16s.
Shout out to my girls, my U16 girls. They killed it today. Thanks, Alan.
Yay!
Great job, Carla and Kiera. We'll be back momentarily with a player from the Lake City 56ers. I've lost all control here, but it's the championship. You gotta love it. MWBA action coming up on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Welcome back. Live coverage of the MWBA Legacy Cup Final on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Joined here by Abby Cameron of the Lake City 56ers. Abby, obviously down a little bit right now, but what is the point of emphasis in the second half if you hope to come back in this game?
Yeah, we're just trying to really limit their second chances, being more aggressive on the boards and getting back in transition.
I know you're a Nova Scotia native and you just finished your first year at St. FX. What has this league meant for you and your development as you head into your second year?
Yeah, no, it's been really good. I've been really focusing on just getting more experience, playing against obviously way more experienced players than I am, and I've just really enjoyed it.
Great. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
We'll see you out there. Second half coming right up on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Welcome back to live coverage of the 2024 Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium Legacy Cup, as we are 20 minutes away from crowning
the champions of the 2024 Maritime Women's Basketball Association season. And right now it is the Halifax Thunder in control, as they have been all season long, leading 56-34 against the number 2 seed Lake City 56ers. And a quick look at some scoring leaders. Carla YZ had 15 first half points, Kira Duffy 12, and Justine Colley 10 to lead the Thunder. For the 56ers, Lizzie Ishiemi has 11 points, and Courtney Donaldson with, looks like 9. However, Donaldson has been nursing an ankle injury all weekend and did not play much in that second quarter and did not start the second half. She very well may be done for the day, but we shall see. As Duffy picks that out for Atkinson, and that's going to be a foul against Andrea Wright. A little shove to the back of Kira Duffy. Maybe some frustration mounting for the 56ers. Worth mentioning, this is the third matchup this season between these two teams, and it seemed since the opening game that they were headed on a collision course in the championship. I'll tell you about that momentarily, as Katie Ross's floater is no good. Rebounded by Andrea Wright. Finds Ishiemi. Pass over the top for Martin. Tough catch. Martin spins, fires, and misses. Grace Lancaster with the defensive rebound. Now Upham. Ahead for Lancaster. Cross-court pass. Kick out. Upham. Great ball movement by the Thunder, and it results in a three-pointer for Grace Lancaster. Lancaster, a tremendous three-point shooter. She had 17 points in yesterday's semifinal win. Shot 43% over the MWBA season, did Lancaster. Wright kicks it out for Ishiemi. Clock down to 8. Ishiemi. Step back, now swings to the top of the key and bobbled by Fuller. And it's going to be Thunder basketball here, leading by 25 in this third quarter. Upham around the Duffy screen. Lancaster pops up. Has that pass deflected, but now feeds it to Ross for 3. No. Good rebound by Ishiemi, and she'll push. Ishiemi defended by Duffy. Now Wright will turn and fire short on that turnaround jumper. Lancaster up the right wing. Ross around the horn for Atkinson. She'll attack middle, flips it up, no. Another rebound for Lizzie Ishiemi. Finds Martin down low, and she puts it up and in. Great pass by Ishiemi. And Martin, the beneficiary of some good ball movement. Now Upham around the Duffy screen. Duffy on the pick and pop. She'll attack the closeout. Looking to thread the needle for Atkinson. It's deflected out of bounds. Will remain Thunder ball with 11 on the shot clock. As Yepes is going to check in for Duffy. It was a fun interview between the two of them at halftime. Former UPI teammates remain great friends, as do many of these Thunder players. Yepes hands it off for Ross. Back out for Yepes. She'll put up a deep 3, short. And that'll be a shot clock violation. So yeah, these two teams met in the season opener, May 4th at Cole Harbour High School. The Thunder won 72-70. Justine Colley was huge in that game, scored a game-high 18 points, had the game-sealing free throws and several tremendous defensive plays. Grace Lancaster had 14. Courtney Donaldson and Elizabeth Ishiemi with 17 apiece for the 56ers in that 2-point loss to open the season. Fuller now drives baseline with the reverse and puts it up and in. Good take there by Lillian Fuller, the guard out of Halifax Grammar School, who just finished her first season with the UMB Reds. And she's been solid this season. Expect her to take a big step up for the Reds, who graduated quite a few players from their AUS runner-up team. Yepes, shot clock down to 4. Step back jumper, no. It's going to remain Thunder ball, but the shot clock, yeah, if anything, it's 1 second on the shot clock. As Justine Colley will check back in for the Thunder, and Abby Cameron for the 56ers.
1 second.
So we'll get a baseline inbound here with 1 second on the shot clock. It will be McMillan to trigger the inbound.
Thunder ball with 1 second on the shot clock.
They get it in for Colley and she'll take the alley-oop, just missed. Now Ishiemi attacking to the left, no. Rebounded by Saunders. Yepes will push the pace, defended by Abby Mercer. Yepes around the Saunders screen, now finds her at the top of the key. Upham. Yepes calling out some action, driving hard. Kicking to McMillan in the opposite corner. Her three is short, but Katie Upham is there for the offensive rebound. I'll tell you, Katie Upham, for a 5'5" guard, has as many offensive rebounds as any 5'5" guard I've ever seen, maybe. Cameron, defended by Upham. Now Lauren Armstrong on the right wing. Will attack middle, get to the left hand, short on the layup attempt. Rebounded by Yepes. Long stretch pass, what a catch by Colley and she is fouled by Ishiemi. We'll put Justine on the line to shoot 2. As the 56ers call timeout. Let's take another look there. What a catch that was by Colley Let's go Royale Medivh. Once again, the MWBA would like to thank league founding partner Royale, a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. And as a National Health Solutions partner, Medivh supports initiatives that improve the well-being of Canadians. That's our mission, and that's why we are proud to be a founding partner of the MWBA. Best of luck this season. We're cheering for your success both on and off the court. So right now, let's talk a little bit about the All-Stars. The MWBA announced their All-Stars and award winners this week, and they were presented pre-game to those who were in the building. The league MVP, Lauren Rainford of the Miramichi Hurricanes expansion franchise. Rainford led the league in scoring with 23.5 points per game, was also among the league leaders in rebounds, assists, and steals. And joining Rainford as first-team All-Stars, Alina McMillan of the Halifax Thunder, Lizzie Ishiemi and Courtney Donaldson, both out of the Lake City 56ers, and Allie McCarthy of the Fredericton Freeze, who just won the third-place game over the Port City Fog. I believe it was 70-55. Second-team All-Stars, Justine Colley of the Halifax Thunder, Kaylee Kilpatrick and Courtney Thompson of the Port City Fog, who lost that third-place game to the Freeze, as well as a pair of Moncton Mystics, Leonie Elbert and Allie Berry. So those are your All-Stars. Second-team All-Star Justine Colley hits the first of 2 free throws here. Misses the second, but another offensive rebound for the Thunder, continuing to happen off of free throws. Colley attacks and puts it up and in. 3-point play the unconventional way for Colley getting the 1 first and a 2 off the offensive rebound. She's up to 13 points on the afternoon. Fuller kicks it out of traffic, now Cameron. Drop cross, spinning on Saunders. Mercer back out to Fuller. She'll reset with 5 on the shot clock. Mercer has to put up the 18-footer and knocks it down. Good shot there by Abby Mercer. heading into her second season with the St. FX X-Women. McMillan drives and dishes, and Carla Yepes is there for two. Game high 17 points now for Yepes. Armstrong on the right wing. And now Ishiemi on the floater, no. Rebound tapped into the hands of Alina McMillan, and it will be Thunder ball off the possession arrow with 4:04 remaining in the quarter. Emma Cameron will check in for the 56ers. McMillan behind her back. Now Saunders. McMillan steps back into a three and banks it in. Are you kidding me? Alina McMillan. The bank is open on a Sunday afternoon. The perennial AUS All-Star continues her fantastic play. McMillan, look at that pass. Ishiemi read it well and deflected it. Here's another look at that bank in three by McMillan. Little fake, step back, and nothing but net off the glass. Yepes finds McMillan. Feeds Colley Legier on the block. Now kick out to the opposite wing for Gukerwicki, no good. Yepes tracks down another offensive rebound. Saunders straightaway three, no good. Wow, Colley Legier sacrificing her body for that rebound. And it's going to be a foul against the 56ers. Take a look at this. Colley Legier goes up with the one hand, and Cameron drags her to the floor. Just another amazing display of athleticism from Justine Colley Legier, who turned 33 this past week. Sandy Saunders with a tough finish with the left-handed layup. Everybody chipping in here for the Thunder, as always. A complete team effort for this Thunder team. They are 35-1 all-time in this MWBA league. Emma Cameron hits the three and flashes a sign to the Thunder bench. Cameron having a nice game. Gukerwicki misses the three. And Carla Yepes able to track down yet another offensive rebound for Halifax. Colley Legier lost the handle. Sacrifices her body to keep it alive. Yepes fouled and will get 3 shots here. The story continues to be the offensive rebounding of the Thunder. But more than that, just the hustle and tremendous team basketball that they've played all season. Thunder 10-0 in the regular season, 2-0 so far in the playoffs. Looking to finish the season a perfect 13-0. As I mentioned, they're 35-1 overall in this league in regular season and playoffs combined. Their one loss came during the 2022 Legacy Cup Championship final to the Halifax Hornets. At that time, Alina McMillan was on the Hornets, and they have not lost since. Yepes knocks down 2 free throws. She's now got a game-high 19 points, and she'll check out as Upham and Duffy check back in for the Thunder. Andrea Wright swings it over to Abby Cameron on the right wing. Cameron working on Gukerwicki. Drops it down to Mercer, her St. FX teammate. Mercer gets the left hand, no good. Wright, offensive rebound, turns, fires, unable to hit. Colley Legier attacking. Now we'll kick to the corner. Katie Upham for 3, no good. Rebounded by Wright. Armstrong finds Cameron. She'll kick it out to Mercer. Another baseline jumper. Abby Mercer having herself a good second half. It's the second jumper she's hit from that baseline long 2 area. Katie Upham, great step around, finds Duffy on the block, kicks it out for Saunders for 3. No good. And a good fight for the rebound there by Abby Cameron to come away with it. Mercer now, looking for Cameron inside. Layup is no good, but will remain 56ers ball as Sammy Russell and Katie Ross. Katie, a past and present, checking in for the Thunder. Ross played with the Axwomen from 2013 to 2018, winning an AUS championship in her senior season. Andrew right down low now, and Russell, who is a current Acadia Axwoman, picks up the foul. That will put right on the free throw line to shoot 2. You know that old Dos Equis commercial, the most interesting man in the world? Well, Andrew Wright is the most interesting woman in the MWBA. As mentioned, originally from Columbia, South Carolina, played basketball at Bucknell and Penn in NCAA Division I. Penn is Ivy League. Continued to run track at Bucknell and New Mexico University. Then joined the U.S. Navy, where she got a PhD in electrical engineering and a master's in computer engineering. She also plays the saxophone, and she's played a few gigs here in Halifax at Beerley's since joining the 56ers. And to cap it all off, she's played professionally in Portugal and Armenia. So, yeah, really interesting person. One of the veterans of this league, and she found the MWBA simply by, so the U.S. Navy gives, allows athletes to take a couple months off and play sports. Really cool thing that the U.S. Navy allows to encourage their members to stay active and healthy. And Wright was just looking for semi-pro women's basketball leagues in North America and stumbled upon the MWBA. Played last season with the Fredericton Freeze, and this year has been a huge part of the Lake City 56ers. Wright leads the team in plus-minus, plus 11 on the season. Also 7th in the league in steals at 2.2 per game, and does all the hustle things. Great defender, rebounder, great person as well. Shout out to Andrea Wright. Courtney Kane Norden, little drop step layup to cut the lead down to 26. Upham, spinning, kicking. Now Russell. Kicks it back out for Upham. She'll attack the closeout. Ross, shot clock is down to 3. Ross puts up a heave. No good. 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Cameron to beat the buzzer. No, Kukarwicki may have gotten a hand on it. And that will do it for the third quarter. The Halifax Thunder outscore the 56ers 17-15 in that quarter, so a pretty close quarter. And take a 73-49 lead after 3.
Atlantic Lottery's Croll thrilled to be a partner of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. It's been an incredible season.
Get a look there at the 56ers huddle, and while this game may not be going the way they want, I want to give a big shout out to the 56ers. After a 0-10 season last year with the Windsor Edge, they took a big chance. They relocated to Dartmouth Cole Harbor. Nearly a completely new roster. Tyler Malloy, their only returning player. They do have 4 players with MWBA experience that they signed. Courtney Donaldson, Elizabeth Ishiemi, Andrew Wright, and Liam Martin. But 56ers had a great season. 8-4 overall coming into today, including playoffs. 2 first-team MWBA All-Stars. And there's definitely a foundation there to build on, but more important than all of that, they did a great job of integrating themselves in the community. The games, whether at Cole Harbor High or Zatzman Sportsplex, were bumping. I think they've got a Basketball Nova Scotia tournament coming up, or some kind of tournament I saw on their social media, and that's what this league is all about. continuing to give women of all ages a chance to play at a high level, but also growing the game and supporting the community, giving all these young girls and fans here a chance to see that, you know, you can do it. You can play at this level. You can be from the Maritimes, and you can play professionally at a high level. You can play for Canada's national team. Who knows? Maybe soon we'll see a Maritimer in the WNBA as that continues to grow. So shout out to Coulter Simmons and Mark French, the general managers of the 56ers. Shout out to their coaching staff, Pat Havard, Lonnie States, Peyton Parker, Tara Myra, and Chelsea Slaughter-Wright on a phenomenal first season in Cole Harbour. And I'm sure they will be here to stay in the MWBA. Don't worry, I'll talk glowingly about the Thunder and everybody involved in their organization as we go on here. Fourth quarter now, 24-point lead for the Thunder. Ross gets right in the air, steps into the 18-footer, no good, and rebound corralled by Courtney Kane Norden. Right. Over now for Armstrong. Probing, getting to the baseline, kicking to the corner for Cameron. Right. Catches at the free throw line. Little Carmelo Anthony series of jab steps. And an offensive rebound by Courtney Kane Norden, but no, it will be a rebounding foul against Kane Norden as the Thunder take over possession here. The 56ers bench just got a warning here as Pat Havard was on the court cheering loudly for something. Atkinson now dishes it down low to Duffy. Duffy kicks it out, extra pass, Atkinson. Beautiful ball movement by the Thunder. And Ross's jumper no good. Upham diving into the stands to try to secure the second chance opportunity. You can hear Justine Colley praising her hustle. Sure that got picked up on the headset. Justine's got that teacher voice. She can get loud when she wants. Cameron. Over to Cameron. Picked up by Atkinson. Emma Cameron. He's had a nice game, knocking down several threes. And that's stolen away by Katie Upham. Numbers here for the Thunder. Upham all the way, unable to hit. Battle for the rebound will remain with the Thunder. Russell caught a shot to the head there. And now Lizzie Ashemi will check back in for the 56ers along with Lillian Fuller. Again, we have not seen Courtney Donaldson since early in the second quarter, and Donaldson, the first team All-Star, the lead scorer for the 56ers, second in the league, and of course had that buzzer-beating layup last night in the 78-77 win over the Fredericton Freeze to punch their ticket to the final. So playing without her has been a big challenge against this tremendous Thunder team. Kane Norden attacks baseline, spins, puts it up at the left, no. Rebound in the hands of Sophie Atkinson. Tied up, and it's going to remain 56ers ball with 14 on the shot clock, yep. Baseline inbound here. Emma Cameron to trigger. Gets it in for Lizzie Ashemi. Ashemi on the drive. No good. Another rebound by Atkinson. She definitely has over 10 rebounds in this game. Ashemi blew that up in the backcourt, but it will remain Thunder ball with 7:52 remaining in regulation time. Katie Upham gets it across half. Duffy sets a good screen. Now Atkinson on the right wing. Ross back for Upham. Feeds it down low for Duffy. Saves it. Upham straightaway three, no good. Thunder offense has gone a little bit cold here. They've only scored 17 points in the second half. They had 56 at the half, and we're on pace for well over 100, but offense has slowed down as Russell misses the layup. And we're going to have a foul in the backcourt against Sammy Russell. We'll get a wave of substitutions in here for the Thunder. Somebody's staying. Upham and Atkinson basically did rock, paper, scissors on the sideline to determine who was staying out there, along with McMillan, Lancaster, Colley Legier, and Yepes. Turnover there for the 56ers as Cameron steps out. 7 minutes remaining. McMillan behind the back. Kicks for Atkinson. She'll attack middle. No good. Another offensive rebound. No. Well, it will remain Thunder ball after the collision. 13 on the shot clock. Lancaster spinning into trouble. Kicks it out for Atkinson. Corner three, no. Fuller with the rebound. Finds Ishiemi, and she is fouled. Will head to the line to shoot two. Again, you see Lizzie Ishiemi, just a terror in the open court. Talked to her mom pregame, and she mentioned that Lizzie will be beginning her professional career in Germany this upcoming season. So we've got Alina McMillan heading to France. Lizzie Ishiemi heading to Germany. I think Courtney Donaldson is weighing some professional opportunities as well. And one opportunity for these athletes, you know, after the conclusion of their youth sports career, to continue to play at a high level, kind of prolong the season heading into summer break and continue to work on their game and try different elements of their game. Ishiemi probably ran more point guard this season for the 56ers than she did over 4 years at Acadia. Lancaster knocks down the jumper. You know, it will prepare players like that for a professional career. Wow. They call it off. A circus shot by Lillian Fuller. We'll take another look here. So the bump by McMillan is there. Fuller just took a step. The continuation rule is not very consistent in any level of basketball, really. Not calling out any refs here. These are tremendous refs. Brent Stalker, Ryan Maxwell, and Lindsey Walsh as Ishiemi gets to the rim for the lefty lane. I'm not calling out any of these refs. They're great. Some of the best in the city. But across all levels of basketball, continuation, I find, is somewhat inconsistent. The NBA definitely calls it a lot looser, and I think people expect the same kind of call as they get in the NBA. As Cameron puts up a three and hits another one. Emma Cameron, sharp shooter today for the 56ers, cutting the lead to 20. 5:40 remaining. McMillan on the drive, lost it on the way up. Will remain Thunder ball. McMillan pleading with Brent Stogger for a call. Get a good look at that conversation there, and we'll take another look here at what Brent may or may not have seen. As Colley Legier puts up a three, no. Good rebound by Ishiemi. And here come the 56ers. Armstrong has that stolen by Colley Legier. Long pass ahead for Lancaster, unable to catch up with that. Well, the 56ers have actually won this second half, 21-19. No, yeah, 21-19. So they needed a little more to come back into it, but Thunder offense has really slowed since halftime. Fuller, defended by McMillan. Cameron, another three. This one off wide right. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Lancaster faces up. Yepes, dribble handoff for Sydney Gukerwicki, who gets all the way to the rim. Nice play there by the Thunder. Pushes the lead back up to 22. Martin driving on Yepes, and Yepes called for the foul on the reach. Her second personal, fourth team foul. Will be 56ers possession on the baseline. McMillan tips it away, and on the break, McMillan is fouled and will head to the line to shoot two.
56ers foul number 3, Lillian Fuller. That's her third foul. Team second.
Take another look there at the athleticism of Alina McMillan. Poke that steal away and get to the rim. Alina will start her pro career with French club Arras Pays d'Artois of the NF3 League, second division in France. And I know she's really excited about the opportunity. She heads out in August, and playing about 45 minutes north of Paris, we'll get a chance to check out some of the action at the 2024 Paris Olympics this summer. Another steal there for McMillan. Wraparound dribble. Kicks to Lancaster for three. Knocks it down. That is Thunder basketball right there as the 56ers take a timeout. Let's run some highlights, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about this Thunder organization. I gave flowers to the 56ers. I got to give flowers to the Thunder as well. General Manager Brandon Rafuse, Karen Bolivar, the assistant general manager. Shout out Erin as well. I saw that she was watching on stream, #ThunderWife. And coaches Parker Regan and Alex Petropoulos and everybody else involved in this team. They put in so much work over this short amount of season. Do a tremendous job of identifying players who will meet the team culture, and what a culture it is. All 13 players on the roster make contributions. Nobody scores a ton of points or plays a ton of minutes. It's a true team, and they play beautiful, unselfish basketball, and I love the effort they make in the community. You know, always a big crowd of kids at every game, lots of girls teams out, and they're there talking with the kids, signing autographs, giving coaching advice. One of the amazing things about this league is you see there Alina McMillan, some fancy moves in traffic before finding Lancaster for three. This Thunder team returned just 7 players from last year's championship team. Those are Sandy Saunders, Sydney Gukerwicki, Kira Duffy, Grace Lancaster, Katie Ross, Carla Yepes, and Katie Upham. Those 7 will become the first 2-time champions in MWBA history, along with Alina McMillan, who is a member of the Halifax Hornets, who won the Legacy Cup in 2022, and winning her second championship here, barring a disaster over these final 4 minutes, up 26 against the Lake City 56ers. Melina Collins into the game. Collins shoots a three. Talking about returning players, Collins as well as Justine Colley were members of the team in 2022. Did not play last year, but as Kira Duffy beats the shot clock with a buzzer beater, that's 16 points for Duffy. I believe trailing just Carla Yepes' 19 atop the team leaders. And Ishiemi swings that one to the corner, no good. Turns it over. As we're going to have Leah Martin, Nicole Brown, Andrea Wright and Laura Armstrong check in here. Just want to mention, Leah Martin told me this week that this potentially could be her final time playing in this league. Leah's a mother of two, and I mean, played with the Dial Tigers from 2005 to 2010, so, you know, in the over 30. But continues to do a lot of amazing things in the local basketball scene. She's a coach for the Cole Harbour Rockets. And Martin. Trying to remember if Martin, I know she was a member of the Halifax Hornets last year. I think she was also in the inaugural. Yeah, she was. So Martin is an MWBA champion in 2022 with the Halifax Hornets. Over Martin's MWBA career, in just regular season, she scored 99 points over 23 games. Martin charged for the foul there, as Uppen will shoot too. But yeah, shout out to Leah Martin. If this is the final game of her MWBA career, it was a tremendous career, helping the Hornets to the championship in 2022 and helping establish this team in her hometown of Cole Harbour. As Upham misses the first. And the second, but yet another offensive rebound on a free throw by the Thunder. It's Sammy Russell this time. Abby Carpenter also in for the Thunder. Russell spinning in the lane and is fouled, and will head to the line to shoot two. Foul against Nicole Brown. Take a look here. Sammy Russell, 6-foot wing out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and Dartmouth High School, where she won 3 consecutive provincial championships with the Spartans. This past season with Acadia was named a AUS second-team All-Star, averaging just under 15 points and 9 rebounds per game. I believe she's headed back to Acadia for her 4th season this fall. 30-point lead now. Armstrong. Up top for Martin. Now Wright. Driving up with the left, no. Rebound bobbed around and into the hands of Katie Upham. Upham will leave it for Russell. Lefty lay-in, no. Martin with the defensive rebound. She'll push it up court. Now Kane Norden hands it off for Lauren Armstrong. Under 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Armstrong up and in with the left hand. Tough finish off the spin move by the Aussie Lauren Armstrong. Done that a couple times here. As Upham. Over for Carpenter. Now Russell. Behind the back, Russell splits the defenders and is fouled. And right back to the free throw line. While I'm giving shout-outs, I want to shout out everyone who's involved in the MWBA. And that's a lot of people, but a special shout-out to Commissioner Jen Lloyd McKenzie, who I'm proud to call a friend. And I've really been pleased with seeing a lot of Jen the last couple months. She puts in a lot of effort, and I know she's excited for the off-season and some golfing and beach and all that fun stuff. Shout out Jen. The league went tremendously this year. Annalie LeBlanc as well. Don't have her title written down, but Annalie, while being in Toronto, has done a lot of tremendous things for this league behind the scenes. And shout out to a couple people involved with franchises. Brad Janes and Bill Gibson of the Fredericton Freeze. They do the majority of the website stuff. Bill hosts a tremendous podcast, Hoops Our Way, with Catherine Korvetz. Give her a shout out as well, the former Halifax Hornets player. I already gave shout outs to the staff of the 56ers and Thunder, but also the Moncton Mystics, Shannon and Kim and Troy and everybody I've met from that team. Love to see the Miramichi Hurricanes make a successful impact in the league this year. Port City Fog, Fredericton Freeze, all the teams. Shout out to everybody. This league is fantastic, and I can't wait till next year. And I'm hoping we get a great 8. It'd be nice to have expansion, at least one more team, even things up heading into our next MWBA season. As Katie Upham hits the floater, that will probably be it for Thunder scoring on the day. There's a 9-second difference between the game and shot clock. 30 seconds remain in the game as the Thunder will cruise to their 2nd consecutive championship. Nicole Brown misses a 3, and Katie Upham gets the rebound. Well, it's stolen away by Andrea Wright. And a travel before the shot as Wright laughs a little bit. Wright says she's playing to the whistle. I love it. As Sammy Russell gets it over half, and that will do it for the 2024 MWBA season, and the Legacy Cup championship goes to the Halifax Thunder. A perfect season, 13-0, including playoffs, and they finish it up with a dominant 90-57 victory over the Lake City 56ers. The Thunder are perfect again. Improved to 35-1 overall and win the 2024 Atlantic Proline Stadium Legacy Cup Championship in convincing fashion. Shout out to all of the Thunder players: Sandy Saunders, Sydney Gukerwicki, Kiera Duffy, Grace Lancaster, Justine Colley, Sophie Atkinson, Alina McMillan, Katie Ross, Abby Carpenter, Melina Collins, Carla YZ, Katie Upham, and Sammy Russell. Player of the game for the 56ers is Elizabeth Ishiemi. Player of the game for the Thunder is Carla YZ. And soon we'll announce the MWBA Legacy Cup Most Valuable Player as well. The Thunder are going to get some nice black Proline hats as they go back to back. And how about Alina McMillan? 3 championships in a little over a year span. 2 in the AUS with St. Mary's, and here 1 in the Legacy Cup. And watch out, Parker. Get a camera on Parker here. I think he's about to get a little bath on him. I'm waiting something funny here. Parker knows it's happening, but a tremendous, tremendous season from everyone in the MWBA. Shout out the 56ers. They had a fantastic season as well, and they'll be back next year, but it is the Thunder's moment. The Thunder have won 24 straight games since losing the 2022 Legacy Cup Championship. And they dominated this season from the opener to the closer and are well-deserved Legacy Cup champions. Stalling a little bit here for the presentation of the Championship Cup and the announcement of Player of the Game, of Legacy Cup MVP. It'll come up shortly. One more time, I'll thank all the corporate sponsors of the MWBA: Royale, Medivy, Atlantic Lottery Proline, Cushman and Wakefield, Support for Sport, High Powered Customs Apparel, and so many others. We're going to pass it over now to the Commissioner, Jen Lloyd McKenzie, for some messages.
Medivy, Royale, Cushman Wakefield, Support for Sports, Proline Stadium. Thank you, Dalhousie University, for being an amazing host, and congratulations, Thunder. 56ers, you've represented our league well, both on and off the court. We appreciate everything you do.
would now like to announce our tournament MVP. From the champions wearing number 7, Alina McMillan. Congratulations to the 2024 MWBA champs, the Halifax Thunder.
As soon as I picked it up, I was like, this feels like a barbecue set.
All right, welcome back. Justine, the champ, showing off her barbecue set to the camera. That's cool. I need one of those.
Such a mom moment. Such a mom moment.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Justine.
Thank you.
I mean, I know this has been a long journey for you, all the way back to 2022 when you hurt your knee.
Yep.
But to rehab and make it back to this moment, what's it mean for you to win your first Legacy Cup in the MWBA?
It was a huge honor to be able to go to war with these ladies. I've never been a part of a team that was so close-knit in such a short period of time. I mean, we were only together for about 2 months, but we really came together as like a family, and I think that translated onto the court, how well we worked together offensively and defensively. And needless to say, I'm really proud of what we were able to accomplish this year.
Absolutely. It was a joy to watch you guys play basketball all season long. I mean, in a few words, how would you kind of, putting you on the spot a little, but what would you say is the Thunder mentality and the key to what makes this team so special?
I think it's really working hard for the girl next to you. Every time one of us gets on the court, we know that we're going to battle with girls that are out there for the right purpose, and that's ultimately the team win. And I think that's kind of our secret power, our superhuman power, is that we work really hard for each other, and yeah, we keep getting wins because of it.
And I know you love to compete and you love to win. This your first championship in 10 years or so? How's that feel?
It's pretty cool, but I'll be probably transitioning away from playing and getting more into coaching. This summer at Grammar, we're doing a basketball camp. I'm running it, and so I'm going to be moving into, giving my knowledge to the next generation. Throughout the month of July, we're doing elite basketball camps, girls and boys alternating each week on the court, in the classroom, and so hopefully if you want to learn from one of the best, come out and let's play some basketball at Grammar.
I love it. An all-time champ, and I know you're going to continue to give back to the game, and that's what it's truly all about.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Justine. Congrats, and you're a champion.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. We're going to be right back with a couple more Thunder players.
Thank you.
Great job.
How have you been?
Well, if you see a big box of Royale tissue on a flight to Paris in the coming weeks, you're next to Alina McMillan, another championship, another MVP. How's that feel?
It feels nice. I mean, I think today, as much as I'm very flattered, I feel it was definitely a team win. We all contributed, and it just felt really nice to be on the floor and to get the win out.
I'm talking to Justine as well. It's been tremendous to watch you play this year. It's been a beautiful brand of basketball. In a couple words, how would you describe the Thunder mentality and what makes this group so special this season?
Oh, I mean, I think it's the group of people and the girls, coaching staff, everyone's so positive. As soon as I came to the first practice or I was being recruited or thinking of coming, everyone's just a genuinely good person off the court. And I think that translates into, how we talk and we play together. But yeah, biggest takeaway is just, good people. And I feel like I've learned a lot from them on the court and off the court as well.
You now join 7 of your current Thunder teammates as 2-time champions, but you're the only one that's won with 2 different franchises in this league. When you reflect back on MWBA and what it's meant for you over the past couple of years as you're heading to France to start your pro career, what are some of your biggest memories and what did this league mean to you?
Well, I mean, it's obvious in the sense of it gives an outlet for us female athletes to have a place to play in the summer, like people have said before. But also, for a player like me, it puts me in different situations where I have to learn to play with different players, right? As a point guard, I've learned so much from Justine and Katie and everyone else that's on the court, just learning where they like to ball. But yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway is just learning and growing my game and putting myself in situations that I'm not necessarily used to, right? When you're in university, you get used to playing the same offense, defense, and so just getting out of my comfort zone, especially when I'm starting this next level, is the best.
Well, I'm just thinking here, in the last 14 or 15 months, you've won 2 AUS championships, 2 AUS championship MVPs, now an MWBA championship and a finals MVP. It's got to feel pretty special, and you've definitely left your legacy on this local basketball community. Not a question, but do you have any parting words this season?
Honestly, I wouldn't be the player or person I am today without this community and the people that have brought me here. So as much as I'm grateful for the accolades I've got, I wouldn't be in this situation with the people around me. So just a big thank you to you guys, including yourself, Alan, right? Hearing Alina McMillan for 3 on the broadcast is always puts a smile on my face. So thank you. That's my final words, honestly, is thank you.
Thank you as well. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch you this season and throughout your career, and we'll continue supporting you in whatever endeavors come for you next. Alina McMillan, a true winner and champion, your 2024 Legacy Cup Most Valuable Player. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to grab a Thunder coach. They've been reluctant to do interviews, but we'll see what I can do.
Did you get it? You want to hold it again? Yeah?
No, you don't. I'm not doing
did it. I got an interview with the big fish, the hardest guy to catch, Parker Regan, head coach, now two-time MWBA Legacy Cup champion with the Halifax Thunder. Parker, when you reflect on this journey, you know, when the team first got together in April for a very short training camp, what memories do you have, and how does it feel to finally have reached this goal of Legacy Cup champions?
I think one practice is a little much for a training camp, but yeah, okay. This group has been awesome. They have been selfless, they've sacrificed. Literally, I could have played every single person on the team more, and all of them could have gotten more shots. So from the start to now, just seeing how they work together defensively, how they're starting to click offensively, they did a great job. They're a wonderful group to work with.
It's been a really special run, another undefeated season, back-to-back championships, back-to-back undefeated seasons. When you talk about what Thunder basketball means, you know, in a couple words, how do you describe the mentality or the kind of common goals that make this team so special?
Well, like for the Thunder, the program, I've been coaching there since 2008. So I've been doing this for a long time, and the girls on this team really, when we push the ball in transition and we work together defensively and we share the ball and take great shots, not always good shots, we play really well. Yeah.
Absolutely, and you know, a little reflection on what the MWBA has meant for girls and women's basketball in Atlantic, Canada.
For me, like I teach junior high, and there are girls at my school that come up to me and talk to me about the games, whether it's the 56ers or the Hornets or us. It's really cool to see kids that age being able to come to see this, and then seeing the players out in the community. And like I've been doing this for a while now, and to see the growth and just the, you know, how much attention this is getting now, rightfully so, is really cool.
Final question, going to run it back for a three-peat next year?
Oh, no comments.
Okay.
We got to work on the contract.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, Coach. Once again, a Legacy Cup champion, and well-deserved. A tremendous effort from you and your whole team, and shout out to Alex and the rest of your staff as well.
Bill's going to be jealous because you got the interview and he didn't, so it's terrible.
All right, thank you so much, Parker. We're going to sign off now. For myself, Alan, April, and our whole team here at Maritime Athletic Profiles, I'm going to try to thank everybody, starting at the top, Tyler and Clark, producer Dylan, we've got Josh, Melvin, Sam, Ryan, Connor, intern Colson, everybody who has helped make Maritime Athletic Profiles what it is and bring you this high quality coverage of the MWBA all season long. Thank you so much. We'll see you next year for more Maritime Women's Basketball Association action. Congrats again to the Halifax Thunder, your 2024 Legacy Cup champs, and thanks for watching.